Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Just getting my stuff ready. I'm only late by like 2 minutes. Not that late. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Let those notifications go out. Oh, I feel a little slow today now. A little slow today. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing? Let those notifications go out. Shout out to everybody that hit that like button. Let me let the people know we live. We live now. I definitely got more coffee because I need more coffee for this one too. Welcome, Pika. Shout out to my mod, Pika, Don, Sylvia, Ada, Didi. Thank you guys. Diamond Rainbow, Storm, Vixen. Who else is in the house? Let's see. Diamond Rainbow NJS. Welcome, Don Gibbs. Welcome. Shout out to you, who she's arrived. Storm, how are you? Everybody come through. Rhiannon, how are you, my love? Shout out to you. Thank you, Lacey. How you doing? And who else? Let me see if I think I've shouted out everybody. Braddy Becca, Braddy Moon Baby, not Braddy Becca. You changed your name. I was so used to saying Braddy Becca. Braddy Moon Baby. Welcome, my love. Shout out to you. Tiffany, how are you? You're on Stormwatch. Ooh, be careful now. Hopefully you're staying safe. Is it in Washington? You said Longview, Washington? That there's a stormwatch happening? Wow. Be careful, stay safe, please and thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Hey, Lexus, how are you? Where's your late now? My late. I should write one right before I go live and just either read it verbally or hand it to Pika. Welcome, Chili Mama. Welcome. Shout out to you from Australia. Thank you for watching us. Thank you, Tammy. How are you? Welcome. Tamara is in the house. Thank you for being here. Ada, how you doing? All our regulars are here. Welcome, everybody. Who I feel like I'm out of breath. I was like doing some stuff and running around. Oh, it's all of Washington. There's supposed to be a tornado, even though I've never seen one. You guys are supposed to do like a tornado? There's a tornado right now? Is it like on a tornado watch or what? Let me know. Hey, Lexi, thank you for telling the people to hit the like button. Thank you. I appreciate it. How are you, Leah? Thank you. You said, H, throw the late note in the camera. I don't even have any paper here, and I can't tear it from my notebook. Erica says, I'm listening and crafting. I hope I'm not disrupting your crafting. Crafting is something very relaxing. So hopefully I don't ruin it for you. Shout out to you. Thank you, Sylvia, for the $4.99 for more coffee. I definitely feel like this is cup number 2. Cup number 2. So that's good. Yeah. I appreciate the $4.99 for more coffee. Thank you. Ay vamos, how you doing, my love? Shout out to Ay vamos in the house. Now let me let the people know. Ooh, wee. All right. You ready? Saidala's in the house. Is Saidala in the house? Welcome, Saidala. Hold up, everybody. We live now. Shout out to y'all. Thank you. Ada, thank you. Appreciate it. Measured man. Lord, he says, Lord, is so much going on. LOL. Oh my goodness, you're not lying. There's way too much going on, but we're going to do our best to get right into the news. Ada, thank you so much for the 5, my love. Shout out to you. I've arrived from BJ. Shout out to BJ. You know, she's breaking things down over there as well. Rory, thank you for being here. I'm listening while I do my hair. All right, then. You want coffee? There's way too much stuff going on. Jen, thank you for being here. You guys are amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Abraham, how you doing, my love? Shout out to y'all. Okay, you said I still have my boring government name. What should I change it to? Italian princess or some shit? Where's Luigi's booty lover? So typically when because you know, shout out to Luigi, shout out to my Tinkle. Tinkle will take like, you know, breaks because he works. Shout out to, you know, Tinkle, but we are talking about Luigi today, so he's gonna miss it. And I wonder if he's gonna be heartbroken about some of the things that we have to say today about Luigi. Luigi. Hold up. Oh, I hear myself. Where do I hear myself? Oh man, I'm loud. Where am I? Here it is. I'm like, where's it playing? It's playing somewhere. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get into. Why don't we start with Luigi? Give me one sec, guys. Is this it? Yep, this is it. Oh, ooh, hold up, hold up. What did Night Charm say? Rabbit, Rabs, Oprah was trying to take you from us during that last live stream, and I'm not having it. Hey, wasn't that crazy? That was crazy. Thank you for saying this. I went to go rewatch that stream, and I went to go check you know what the craziest thing is too, Night Charm? It's like typically when the internet goes out, if it goes out, there's like a thing that you have, like it'll show me on like an app or whatever, right? It didn't even mark outages. That was a weird thing, guys. So get this, check this, okay? You said open mic? What do you mean open mic, Last Ronin? And thank you so much for the 4.99 Night Charm. I appreciate you. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. So let me tell you what happened. We were live earlier this morning, right? We were getting to our topics and we were about to talk about Oprah, right? Then the internet goes out. That glitch was weird. So then I went to go check it out and see what's going on. And there was nothing. It was normal. So then I asked around, I said, did you guys get a glitch? Like, because there's other people on the Wi-Fi and stuff like that. And trust me, I pay the bill so that we can have the Wi-Fi that's good enough for, all kinds of streaming and stuff like that. And nobody else said, no, 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 mom. Everything was fine. Wi-Fi was fine. That is some weirdness. I'm going to need somebody to document that. I need somebody to document all of that. Kim, where have you been? Shout out to Kim. I have been missing you. I was thinking about you the other day too. I was like, I hope Kim is okay, but I know you got a lot of stuff going on. Kim, thank you for being here. Shout out to Kim says, I've arrived. Shout out to Kim. Even though like you're arriving very slowly, but just note that I notice you've been gone, okay? Notice you've been gone. Dee, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you, thank you. Gotta feed the algorithm so Oprah doesn't win. Hit that like button. Oprah almost took us out. I'm here, guys. I'm here. But that was some crazy shit. So I asked around. I said, did you guys notice? No, mom. No, everything was fine. So what happened? If you guys watched the live from this morning, go watch it. And it's literally maybe the first, I want to say 25 minutes of the live, if not less, where the Wi-Fi where I go out, the Wi-Fi was working fine, but my screen went out and I went out. I noticed that I went out for like 5 seconds, and it was so weird. So when there's outages like that, even if it's for 5 seconds or 30 seconds, I typically get like a little report or something from the provider. I didn't even get that. So something is up. That is weird. It's the New World Order trying to take me down. My mic is fine. Well, thank you. Oh my goodness. Not the New World Order. I can listen. I have a tinfoil bunny ears. They're somewhere in here. Baby bunny took them, but I had tinfoil bunny ears at one point, and I said I'm gonna start wearing them. Protect me from all. Yes, yes. You says since you've miss me, been gone. Name that song. Since you've been gone. What song, Kim? Shout out to you. Hey, Pinche Becky, how are you? That was weird. That was weird. Let me just say that much. You didn't even say the Wi-Fi didn't go off in the moment. It just freaked me out. It was off, and everybody was freaking out in the chat about it. So maybe there's something up. Remember, and then throughout the life, I said I better be careful what names I'm conjuring, because I'll be saying some names, and have you ever seen how and I respect everybody what y'all believe, okay? Please, I'm very spiritual, okay? So there are times where I believe certain things, and there's times where I don't, right? Kelly Clarkson, that's the song. Kelly Clarkson. Everybody's putting in the chat. There are times I just have to be careful. You just got to be careful and make sure you say your prayers whenever you're saying somebody's name, because you just never know what that brings. Even online, you got to be careful. That stuff jumps over. Just be careful. Just be careful, okay? She said Oprah's new name on the stream is We're giving her a new name. Dopra, not Dopra. We giving her a whole new name. Well, let me just say this. I was like, I probably should do an Oprah deep dive, but I don't even know if I could cover all the craziness because when I type in, when I go back to the school, when I go back to that John of God person, when I go back to all of that, there's literally so much. And a lot of this was when I was in high school too. A lot of the controversy behind Oprah was when I was in high school. So it's just weird. Weird, weird, weird. Mhm. Mhm. You gotta be careful. I gotta be careful, but, yeah, we definitely I got the holy water over here, okay? So we gotta be careful, that's for sure. Definitely gotta be careful. Alright, guys, let's talk about, everybody's, I know, right? She's coming through the Wi-Fi. Oprah's coming for me through the Wi-Fi. Somebody is. Let's talk about Luigi Mangione. So, hidden heart-shaped notes were found in Luigi Mangione's socks, prosecutors say. So, the socks were included in clothes his defense team gave him for a hearing in Manhattan last month. The Manhattan District Office Attorney Office said, "Whoa, look at this. Heart-shaped notes found in socks given to Luigi." Really? So, lawyers for the man accused of gunning down the United Healthcare worker, we know Brian Thompson, gave him clothes for a hearing last month that included heart-shaped notes touting his public support. So, okay, is that even allowed? The notes were found in a pair of socks given to Luigi for his appearance in a Manhattan courtroom on February 21st. And this is on the state murder and terrorism charges, according to the letter from the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. Now there are thousands of people wishing you luck. The note said, according to the letter, which was addressed to the judge overseeing the case. Now I can't really read. It says, Luigi, we are rooting for you. Keep your head up, held high. Know that there are thousands of people rooting you, wishing you good luck. Thank you for something, something, me, and navigating and something, something. And their name is signed there. In his socks, though? Isn't that like contraband? Not that listen, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure at least the movies that I watch in Hollywood, they consider that contraband. Yeah, I gotta be careful when I say that word. Thank you. Um, isn't that contraband? So we're putting heart-shaped notes in Luigi socks. Let me know. Hey, baby K, what are we doing? Is that scandalous? Well, at least they're not nudie photos in his socks. Don't any don't tell Tinkle Tits. Tinkle Tits is busy right now. I bet he's working. Tinkle Tits gonna be watching this. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna send him a note on the socks. See, I'm telling you guys, don't be sending no nudies to Luigi in his socks. I thought that was against the rules. Like, he can get in trouble for this. People need to stop. It's one thing to send him like a letter. And even that, he's asking people to stop sending him fan mail. But people are literally sending him heart shaped notes in his socks. The second heart shaped note was addressed to an unknown person named Joan. The filing says a spokesperson for the defense is named Joan, but it is unclear whether the note was intended for her. She couldn't be reached for comment on Wednesday. Oh my God, they're calling people who are sending the notes. In a filing Wednesday, Mangione's attorneys released photos of both notes and said they were inadvertently included with his clothing. One wasn't meant for Mangione, according to the filing, while the others included a second line not mentioned in the prosecutor's letter. We are all rooting for you. Keep your head up. Mangione, 26, we know, has pled not guilty. Okay, we know this. We know this. So people have been writing Luigi. Damn. I mean, he's more liked than Diddy, and they're in the same prison. They're in the same prison. Thank you so much, KCG. Shout out to KCG. Thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing us to meet the goal. Thank you, guys. And thank you, everybody who super chatted. I appreciate it. For those that are new, kind of coming into this, so give you the very short version of what's going on. So I was talking to a lot of other creators and people kind of in the community and stuff like that. And I had heard through kind of word of mouth that YouTube is doing this thing where they're promoting and pushing the people that use the super chat goal into the algorithm because they're trying to get paid. They're tired of people using the Cash App thing. We still have our Cash Apps. I'm not changing any of that, but they want to make sure that people are, they're getting compensated as well. So in order for us to grow our channel and keep going, we're going to do the super chat goal. I will do it at the low tier. I think $5, $2. That's kind of where I'm going to keep it. And it's not mandatory. The only thing I make mandatory is for you guys to hit the like button. That's it. Mandatory. Hit the like button. Hit the like. That's what I make mandatory. Everything else, that's fine. That's okay. Drop y'all devices in the basket. Are they cutting up tonight? Rabbit, who's writing Luigi? Oh. I don't know. Wait. Night Term said, has anyone ever seen that clip where Oprah was a speaker at some sort of event? While she was speaking, she says something about balance and was not a minute later, she literally trips and falls? No, Night Charm. Night Charm, if you find that, if you've seen it, let me know and tag me on Discord. Like I said, we probably gonna do an Oprah. We need to do one. We definitely need to do an Oprah deep dive on that. I just there's a lot. I didn't realize how much there was on Oprah. You guys remember that? Huh. You said, I wonder who else sent love notes to Jeffrey Dahmer. Wait, people were sending love notes to Jeffrey Dahmer? What about, look, I told you guys, Luigi Mangione. I know some of you guys are like supporters of Luigi. Okay. There are some people, and that's fine. To me, okay. All right. I guess we'll see what happens. That's kind of where I'm at. But because I have had people, his supporters, come into my channel and say a couple things here and there. But to me, don't be mad at me, but I got to say this, and I've said it before. Luigi looks like Ted Bundy. He gives me this Ted Bundy vibe. I'm sorry. Ted Bundy was a good looking guy. Just saying. That's it. She was like, wrong shoes? What? Seriously, though, I don't know, man. She's been keeping it low. Just, it is what it is. Thank you. You said if you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter. Never trust Oprah. She's always for the money. Oh my goodness. Luigi is way, way hotter. Wait. Luigi's no, well, Zac Efron as Ted Bundy was hot. I'm not going, like, he kind of gives me that. But come on now. You're saying, is this even something that we're voting on? We're not doing that, all right? Y'all are too much. We don't condone at all. But let's be real. The reason why this man is getting the support that he's getting is because people think that he's good looking, all right? Right now, he could drop a calendar and you got Tinkle and a bunch of people buying that calendar. He could drop a calendar. He can go up there with the Chippendales and wear like a Mr. Rogers sweater, and you guys would be like, don't lie. Don't lie. Oh my God. Girl, put up a poll. Can Luigi get it or not? Oh my God. All right. Hold up. Yo, this is bad. You know what I'm going to do? Hold up. Can Luigi. Oh I freaking love Abraham. You're so funny. Can Luigi get it or not? That's the poll. He can get it. Nah. There you go. Go vote. Oh my God. Jenny's like, I'm going to start buying calendars. You know what I'm going to do? It just came to me as I'm thinking and talking to you guys right now. If we're going to start using the super chat goal, then maybe Bruce needs to, like, when we meet the goal, I need to play Bruce at some point. So I'm going to create a Bruce clip. Actually, let me do that. It's on my list. Lord have mercy. I think that'd be a good one, right? What do you guys think? If we meet it, then we can bring Bruce on the poll. All right. Look at everybody's like, yes. He said no. Hold up. Oh my God. Bruce. Goal clip. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, Sue, you are so Sue. I always see you in my comments on my Liam Payne stuff. Thank you so much for the 10. Thank you for the great streams. I just really sometimes the topics that we talk about are so tough, so I try to kind of be funny about certain things. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Sue, for the $10. I can't always chat, but I'm always here. I appreciate you for this. Thank you, my love. Shout out to Sue. Sue's always in the comments for the Liam Payne stuff. I always see her there. So thank you. And I try to, review all those comments and heart them as well. Thank you. Thank you. Sylvia's like, not my style. We'll bring Bruce and other bunnies. How about that? We'll do like a series of all kinds of bunnies. You don't know who Bruce is? Oh man, you guys haven't been here, right? Oh, hold up. Let me see. Let's see if I can pull it. It's been a minute. You guys don't know who Bruce is? How? Hold up. This is Bruce. For those that are wondering, let me see. Do I need to turn up the volume here? Oh man. Let me stop this real quick. I can't believe you guys don't know who. Some of you guys may not know who Bruce is. Hold up. This is Bruce. This is Bruce. Oh man. Bruce. Oh man. This is Bruce Dallas. Oh my God, y'all are too crazy. Oh my goodness. Anyways, let me stop. That's Bruce Dallas. All right. Yes. So we gave Bruce a voice, right? It's supposed to be the rabbit's alter ego. I don't know how we got there. I'm not really sure. It's all my fault, but it's there. I'll think of something creative if it's because it can't just be Bruce, because not everybody, like Sylvia said, Bruce is not my style. So we got to bring something else out. So we definitely gonna bring something else. Ronan, thank you so much for the 2. Prefer Rabbit's natural voice. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I have to think of something fun though, because I'm like something that'll get us out of there, if you know what I mean. You said his butt looks like my dearly beloved husband who passed away. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. His formation is very different. I'm just telling you. That's it. So hosting the next stripper party for Bruce. Bruce is on the loose. Bruce is another alter ego, I guess. I don't know. I was thinking Bruce. That no. This is Bruce Dallas. Bruce took the name Rich Dallas and made it Bruce Dallas. That's what he did. You said sometimes Bruce seems warm and welcoming. Other times, just hearing the voice is alarming. We'll get into that, okay? You said his butt was juicy. Yeah, Bruce got a butt. Bruce got a butt. That's for sure. All right. Why did we even start talking about Bruce? You see, you guys be getting me somewhere else. Susie's like, no mas, rabbit, no mas. Play a clip of your intro song you never use. You know the clip that I'm talking about. Which one? I don't. Oh my God, Kim. You're having me bring up all the old stuff. You have to tell me. Anyways, let's get it together, guys, because we got to move on. We got a lot to review. So that is Luigi. So if you guys are sending him love notes, please note that you probably shouldn't, because you guys are getting Luigi in trouble. Hold your love notes, y'all. Hold your love notes. You said, I guess I'm just too old. It just looks like a teenager's. Oh my God, Charlene. Oh my God. All right. Moving on, guys. Moving on. We got to move on because this other piece right here is something else. Okay? Because gonna time everybody out. Girl, instead of Bruce, you'll know when you hear it. What are you talking about, Kim? Oh man, you're gonna have to tell me. I don't even know, like, which clip. Bruce looks like something I drew with my eyes closed. Yes. And he's got ears too. Yes. Just don't make eye contact with the camera while using the Bruce voice. You guys are killing me. Oh my gosh. All right. We have to move on. All right. Mm-mm. Oh, your intro song that you never used in the beginning. I know I haven't used well, I haven't used it because of the copyright, but I do like the song. It's just that, my friends, I'm working on the intro that's gonna be like I have a song, I gotta work on the intro and I gotta do the clips a certain way. That's my whole goal is to really make a good intro song for our channel. Okay. Luigi looks too much like Penelope Cruz? Really? I'm gonna have to go compare. I'm gonna have to go compare the really Penelope Cruz and Luigi. Oh, I'm gonna need to look a side by side. I am. That took me out. Okay, see, Chico's like, listen, I'm gay and all, but Luigi is handsome. I give props where it's due. Well, there you go. There you go. Oh my god. You said Bruce is my nightmare? Are we really having a Bruce debate right now? Oh, we need to do a whole live for this. I cannot. Y'all, thank you for the $9.99. We need to do a whole live for the Bruce debate. I cannot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. Now let me look at the poll. 71 votes. Can Luigi get it or not? 54% said he can get it. 46% said nah. Wow. Have a good night, Dee. Get some rest. And thank you, Sylvia. Have a good night, Dee. Shout out to you. I know it's probably good night, you big dirties. She said good night, you big dirties. This poll is very interesting. Look at this. So half of you guys here, pretty much half, said that he can get it. And 46% said nah. See, say good night to Dee. She said, have a good night, you big dirties. Shout out to Dee. That's an interesting how now Tinkletons is not here to vote. I bet he would have like definitely getting this up there. You say you plead the fifth? Y'all do too much. Only 88% hit the like. Only 88 people hit the like button. Seriously, come on now. Hit the like button. All right, guys, we got to get to a more serious topic. Here we go. Y'all be getting me into like, I'm not medicated, and you guys get me into a tangent. And then people start yelling me in my comments. I'm watching the replay, but it takes you forever to, oh shit. It takes you forever to get to the topic. And that's why I'm putting the thumbs down. So I'm here. And we're going to do the topic. Okay, let's get it together. And by the way, just a reminder, we do have timestamps. Okay. I do put timestamps after the ending. I might wait a little bit, but I do have timestamps so you guys can get right to the part. Some people just like, shooting the shit with us, though. That's why we get a lot of people. All right. Now, Jayz's extortion claims against lawyer Tony Busby poised to survive challenge. Let me say something about Tony Busby. He did one of his social media posts today. Tony Busby is he is riding a horse, going somewhere. You know how Tony Busby does, okay? You know how Tony Busby does. Let's go straight to the source. This was posted 2 hours ago. And Tony Busby says, I've always thought that those who threw around the mantra fake news were a bit overdramatic and hysterical at times. But I've grown to realize that maybe I was a bit too hasty in that respect. I've come to learn that some organizations report and post news items they know are untrue or know are misleading or to get views and clicks. Now, let me stop right here. It's kind of weird for me to hear him speak this way because this is the same man who is filing a lot of lawsuits and not really checking to see what's untrue and what's like meritless, right? Like, I can completely understand this piece of like fake news and all this other stuff, but don't you ever like, isn't it weird that he's an attorney and he's been accused of filing fake information too? You think he's crashing out? Something's going on with Busby. This might be a career ender for this man. I truly think that he underestimated what he got himself into. But it's just weird to me that it's like, wait a minute, you really saying this when you got some lawsuits that you really got to go in there and check out? And you know what? I think it's funny you say this, Night Charm, because I took a screenshot off this post because posts will disappear. You know who liked this post? Let me show you all. This is my phone. This is the same post. Tyrone Blackburn. Tyrone Blackburn liked that post. Tyrone Blackburn liked that post. Tyrone Blackburn, who has gone around and filing a lot of lawsuits, who also doesn't check his stuff, who writes a lot of lawsuits that are like the equivalent of a Dr. Seuss book, kind of like that. And he's kind of under review too. Yeah, like literally. So he liked this post. I thought that was interesting. So he further says, okay, I've come to learn that some organizations report and post news items they know are untrue or know are misleading to get views and clicks. One such item was that I bowed out of all the Diddy litigation. Let's be clear. You heard it here first. I have not withdrawn from all the Diddy cases, period. Indeed, that couldn't be further from the truth. Today, we filed suit for a professional photographer who alleges coercion and sexual assault against Sean P. Diddy Combs. Plaintiff is well-regarded professional photographer engaged in the production of television commercials. The lawsuit asserts that in the late 2022 or early 2023, plaintiff Jane Doe met defendant Sean Combs on the set of a high-profile commercial that plaintiff was hired to work on. According to the filed complaint, plaintiff asserts that Combs encouraged him to join in his trailer for an opportunity to advance his career. Plaintiff did so. Plaintiff alleges that the sexual assault occurred there. The specifics and details of the claims are set forth in the case on file in New York State Court. The facts alleged speak for themselves. I'm proud to be a sphere heading these efforts to bring justice to those who formerly had no voice. It continues to be a team effort. We look forward to present these cases in court in due course and at the appropriate time. But I thought he couldn't really file anything. Like, I'm so confused by this. And I'm not a lawyer, right? But I feel like there has been like a huge misrepresentation of what he is or isn't, in my opinion, like what he's filing. Whether he's licensed to file anything, the way he has moved, it's just been so off. You said he's announcing it like Busby, has any credibility at this point. Nothing. Yes, hasn't Busby been called out for commenting against Combs or Jay-Z? He's been called out a lot. Yeah. So yeah, Blackburn failed Little Rod, in my opinion. Meanwhile, Ariel Mitchell Kid is out here on Instagram acting like she's an Instagram model for basketball games. These lawyers, really? Do I follow Ariel Mitchell Kid on Instagram? Let me see. You mean like she's modeling? I mean, everybody gets a break. Wait, I do follow her. Hold up. I just don't be seeing her post that much. Ariel Mitchell Kid. Oh, she has that hyphenation. There it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's, I mean, there's no shame. Oh yeah, here it is. She's posting on basketball games and stuff like that. I mean, maybe it's her day off. I don't know. It's just like crazy to me with her. I don't know. All these, like, the way that they're kind of doing things and the way that they're acting, it makes everything go off. But for those that don't know, and I'm sure everybody here does, because if you guys have been following the Jay-Z and Diddy stuff and all this other stuff, right? We know that Jay-Z has an extortion claim, a lawsuit out of California against Buzbee, and he's also added, a couple people. So a judge signals that he planned to uphold Jay-Z's claim after the Jane Doe who sued for rape purportedly said the rapper didn't assault her. So Busby's going to be in trouble. I just don't know what to tell you other than he's gonna be in trouble. Like I think that this, you know, might be the thing that kind of ends his career at this point, with all the way that he was been moving and stuff like that. After a judge said last month that he was close to dismissing Jayz's extortion allegations against the Texas attorney Tony Busby, the same judge signaled Wednesday that he has changed his mind and was inclined to let the Rock Nation founder proceed with the legal claim. At a hearing in Santa Monica, California, the Los Angeles County judge said he reconsidered his position based on a stunning new evidence collected by a private investigators and submitted by Jay-Z's lawyer. So all of those affidavits that we read and stuff like that from Jay-Z's team on that Jane Doe and all these things right here. I guess the judge is like, I think I want to see this. Yeah. The new evidence revolves around a conversation the investigators had with Jane Doe, who claims in a revised lawsuit filed last December that Jay-Z R'd her alongside with Sean Diddy Combs. We know this. She was 13 at the time. In a conversation recorded on February 21st on the Jane Doe's front porch in Alabama, the woman allegedly said it was more Diddy, but Busby brought Jay-Z into it. We read it. We heard the transcript. They have a recorded call. I mean, all of this is just like, it's not good. It's no bueno. Okay? No, not good to have somebody switch it up this way, if you know what I mean. She appears to tell the investigators that it was Busby who pushed her into publicly naming Jay-Z. So I guess the judge is going to be looking into this. I mean, what did we expect? That's what they're going to do, right? Like they're going to look into. I don't know. I don't think that Busby's going to have much of a career afterwards. What do you guys think? You see, he had a stalker just arrested. Must have been the picture. Oh yes, Paige. Don't forget that guy that was stalking him. Busby had a stalker. Mm-hmm. That guy was arrested. He was stalking everybody in his staff. Like, that's crazy. Busby needs to sit down before he gets, the smackdown. I think this is going to end his career. I'm just telling you guys, like, his behavior here, if anything that they have presented is correct, I don't know. Like, why would he be allowed to practice any kind of law? The way he's handling himself, this back and forth behind the scenes shit, it just seems all so shady. And these are the, lawyers that purport themselves to be for victims. This is so messy, and it's an injustice to a lot of people. And let me just say this, because there's a lot of victims that he's representing. He's not doing right by any of those people. Like, he just needs to give up all the cases and refer them to somebody that is more adequate. Sophia says, why was this worth the risk for Busby? See, and that's the question that I have. Like, why would any of these lawyers do this? That's the question that I have. Like, why would they risk this? Why not investigate it? Like, first of all, it's freaking expensive to go to law school, right? It is. Then you get yourself into a job or whatever. You don't start making out a lot of money right away. It takes you a minute. You got to do some networking and some job stuff. And then you get up there and you open up your firm and you got good people working with you. Why would you risk any of that? Now, I don't know. That's what I wonder. Not just Busby, but there's other lawyers that I have to kind of wonder, why are you guys doing so much? Why would you risk so much? This isn't for the victims. You think it was intentional, Paige? Say more. You said, I called this once he dropped the hotline. I'd hate to say to pat myself in the back. Paige, pat yourself in the back. Listen, if you called it, pat yourself in the back. Okay? If you don't, I will give you your flowers if you called it. They didn't want high profile Black people supporting certain people. Okay. Say more. You said plot twist. They're all bad actors paid for by Diddy dirtbags. Baby K, but that's the thing. It's like greed will make people do some crazy-ish. Right? That's right. See, even witchy woman says, pat yourself. If you don't pat yourself, we're all going to pat you. That's it. Okay. How big getting paid to get these jobs? Well, here's the deal. Like, I'm thinking of the other people too, right? That went public with all this stuff initially. You have to kind of wonder about all of them too. Like, what is this? Um, I think that there's a lot of people that went and in good faith that are victims, because I do believe that we have some victims out there, and got representation by this guy, right? But I just don't. I mean, he kind of like having a bad attorney can really ruin your case, if you know what I mean. People have to be mindful of that. People have to be mindful of that. Having a bad attorney can really ruin your case. Maybe they got greedy. I don't know. But there's always like this back and forth behind the scenes that's not public. I just can't. I can't. He's getting paid to get these dropped. Maybe. Maybe. Scary thing is, it might mess up things for Diddy to watch. Well, here's the deal. Good night, Ada. Have a good night. Shout out to you. I hope you have a good night and you get some good rest. Here's the deal, yo. Like, sorry, I'm tapping my knees as I'm thinking about this. Thank you, Paige. Paige, I did change my email address, so just so you know, I do have a new email. That old email address wasn't sending me all the emails, and then it was sending me a shitload of spam emails. So I was like, I've had it for 3 years, and now that I'm using the iCloud address, it's been helpful to filter immediately. I think Apple does a good job in the filters. Anyways, where was I going with this? I'm closing my eyes because I'm thinking about something. I think that the worst thing that can happen is any of this having to affect the criminal case, right? But I guess we'll see. We're all waiting for the trial on May, right? There'll be no cameras, there'll be nothing. May, I think it got pushed back. Wait, it is still May. And then there's other trials that we're waiting for. The Keefe D one got pushed back. I think for what, next year? There's that one. There's a couple of trials that are coming up that we have to kind of look into as well. At this point, I think he's getting paid. I think it's a mess. That's what I think. He's so happy riding those damn horses into the sunset. He's making money behind the scenes. I think it came from money too. He's made a lot of money. I know that. And then he was supporting this judge in Texas. And that judge was sentenced for sex crimes or something like that. He was like a disgraced judge. So Busby has always had the backing of somebody. And he's like from money too. So he's not somebody who like had to work all his life. No, he's what's the word? He came from money. That's what he did. That's the thing is like, can we honestly get somebody that's impartial? Like who are you gonna recruit for this jury? Can you honestly get somebody that's impartial? I doubt it. Silver spoon fed. Thank you. That's what I heard about Busby. But like that's like, can we get somebody that's impartial to any of these people? That's right. That's what I want to know. Like a trust fund baby. Yeah. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can. Yeah, that's how I see this. I don't know. I don't know. How often we just talked about Oprah. It's like when she was doing the People's Fund, asking the poor people for money, donate, 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 and they're like billionaires. We just donated 10 million, and they're only gonna get 1,200 every month in Maui, in Hawaii. Yeah, this is it. The rich, powerful people they're just perpetrating and preying upon the vulnerable people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I just hope, like I said, they really find somebody that's impartial? It's been pushed too much. I agree. I doubt it because who doesn't? My dad, who doesn't listen to any of the music, he's very, very Mexican, right? Don't listen to to any he knows who Diddy is. I asked him the other day. I was like, Dad, do you know who Diddy is? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's that one guy that he did all these horrible things, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're screwed. I hope he can get somebody. Just ask your people. Hey, do you know who Diddy is? You know, especially like if they're from a different generation. Do you know who Diddy is? Oh, if they recognize it, I think we're in trouble. They're gonna have a hard time with this jury. I'm gonna say that much. I'm gonna say Paige. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to be 85 years old or something. Okay, literally ask your people like, hey, do you know who Diddy is? And if they know and they're over the age of this, we're screwed. We're screwed. Anyways, yeah. You said White Rabbit, I'm 61, and Right Rabbit, I'm 61, and I know who Diddy is. Everybody knows who Diddy is. If you're in YouTube and you've been following, LawTube covers it. Law and Crime, and you know, these are channels, Dateline, all these like channels out here, they cover all these crimes, right? So even if you're not necessarily interested in the music, you'll be interested in the details of the crime, right? So you don't have to be like interested in the music. You hear the details and it's like very hard to be impartial. And some people, there's people out there that can't differentiate between a civil lawsuit and a criminal case, right? Like those are two different things. And I'm telling you, they're all kind of mixed in together. That's all. But I don't know if we can find anybody. You said my dad knows him because I listen to the music. Because I'm telling you, it's a different generation. I'm telling you. Unless you, even if you don't know the music or like the history, then you at the very least know because you've been watching what the TV's telling you. And you know how the media can skew people. That's just how it is. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. All right, let's talk about Gene Hackman's three children will likely get everything in the $80 million estate, despite actor leaving them out of the will. Well, damn. What do you guys think? Gene Hackman's three children will likely get everything in his 80 million estate, despite the actor leaving them out of the will. Speaking exclusively to the U.S. Sun, and this is what people have been saying, that they're gonna have to go to probate court. This is why we go back and forth on who died first, because I think that does matter, at least in probate. So yeah, that's the thing. So apparently there is then there might not be an issue for these adult children to get his money, even though he wasn't around to really raise them, and even though he didn't really leave them in the will. So for the unforeseen reason, these two people passed similarly in time, but oddly enough, she passed before him, and as a result, we have a situation where now, even though his desires were for his estate to go to her in its entirety without even providing it to his adult children, Betsy did pass before him. And what does that do? Now we're in a situation where his will and trust says that everything goes to her, but she died first. But now, what is it? It's actually fairly simple. It's going to be a fight, of course, but it's simple because it's as if Gene Hackman passed without a will. So if they make that argument that he passed without a will, then there it is. I guess the adult children will get the money. Yes, you did, Sylvia. You did tell me. You said, I told you. You did tell me. Hey, Kay, how are you? I don't know. I don't know. Because soon as Rabbit says some folks can't tell the difference between a criminal and civil lawsuits. Sometimes they can't. They can't. Sometimes people don't know. I don't know. So that's why I'm like, I hope they pick a good, jury pool. We'll see who they pick. If he intentionally kept them out of the wheel, he could have wrote in the note that they can't contest the will. He could have wrote in the will. I think that's what you meant to say. There's a lot of typos, Kim. I think you meant to say will, excuse me, that they can't contest the will. I got you. If they weren't in his will seemingly purposely, they shouldn't get the money, in my opinion. Well, should they get the money? Maybe that needs to be a poll, right? But they said they wanted to give it to charity. I mean, hold up. Should Gene's children get the 80 mil? Yes, no, and it's a yes and no. Go vote. It's all in writing though, right? But I think that the will gets so what they're saying is that it really depends on who died first. That's what gets really the ball rolling in this, right? I guess we'll see. I want to see what you guys have to say. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, look at this poll. Did you guys hit the like button, by the way? Please and thank you. Don't be stingy with the like. Don't be okay. Thank you, thank you. Hit that like button, please and thank you. I appreciate it. Hold up. Hold up. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Look at this poll. You guys are this it keeps bouncing back between 50 half and half. No, Betsy didn't have any children. Yo, all right, let's see if we can. Oh my god. Are you guys watching the poll numbers? This is very interesting. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for hitting that like button. Okay. All right. I think we're getting somewhere now. We're going to cut the back and forth here pretty soon. Let's see if we can get to like I'm trying to cut this a little bit more. So we have 49 votes of say yes that the children should get. I am because I didn't know you guys were that divided. You're hacking the poll. Don't be hacking the poll. Last one said I'm hacking the poll. I am shook because look at this poll. Oh my god. Can y'all make up your mind? Hurry up. Clearly, Shelly, did you vote? Somebody needs to break this a little bit more. Okay, we got 60 votes. And it said, okay. Oh my god. Now we're at 50-50. Stop. Somebody break this poll. We're at 50-50 on the poll. Okay, here we go. All right. You did vote? Okay. You only get to vote once, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. It's hacked. Okay, now we're going somewhere. I feel a little bit better now. All right, so we have 66 votes so far, and 52% said yes, that the kids or the Jean's children should get the money, and 48% said no. Okay. What do you guys think of that? I'm going to close the poll now before it changes because then I can see somebody changing it and then, oh no, wait. It went back to 50. It's at 50. It's 68 votes, 50-50. Oh my God. No, we're done. Look at this poll. Okay, here it is. So 50% said by one vote, 50% said yes, give the money to the kids, the adult children, and 49% said no. You said I put no because if Gene didn't specifically put in there that it should go to them, then he didn't want it to go to them. You know, I kind of wonder about this, right? You voted twice? Really? Bratty, you have a member account in this account, so you were able to vote twice. Well, there you go. If you were in that position, and if you, I mean, I don't know, like this is such a weird question to ask, right? But how would you feel as the child in this situation, knowing that your parent didn't put you in the will? How would you feel about that? If you were in their shoes, how would you feel about knowing that, I mean, he wasn't around. He wasn't there for his formative years, right? But how would you feel about you not being in the will? And it's like 80,000, or excuse me, 80 million, not thousand, 80 million. Would that make you feel some type of way? Would that like what would you guys feel? Would you feel weird taking money, fighting for money that wasn't even meant for you in a will? That's the question that I have. Would you feel weird fighting for money that wasn't even written down for you? Is that off that I asked that? But I do have a question about that. I would feel like I should just have had a relationship with my dad. Yeah, somebody said kids didn't care for 2 weeks. Yeah. You said I would be pissed off if I was completely left out. I would be hurt. So what if it's just money? You can't take it with you. That's true. I feel like if he wasn't the greatest father in life, he can leave them something in death. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I think he assumed that she would be around much longer. Maybe because she's younger than him. Guys, she was like 65. He's 95. Like literally they're younger. Like she was a lot younger than he was. You said I have toxic parents who I have chosen for my own mental sanity to not have a relationship with, and I don't expect anything from them. It's a good point, Lexi. That's a good point to make. And then this is something that I think we have to consider, right? That there are people who say, yeah, my parents are millionaires. There are people out here, like I'm thinking, who else? Isn't it Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey, there's a lot of millionaires out there that don't, what's the word? Don't set their kids up with their money. You know, they might pay for things here and there, but they expect their kids to make their own wealth. I think Jim Carrey is one of them, if I remember correctly. I don't know, girl. 80 million is 80 million. I would be shocked because I was practically living in you before you put me out here. So if I was a bad person to you, then karma, I guess. My uncle and stepmom didn't. I was in their shoes when my racist granddaddy passed, who made millions due to a furniture store. I wasn't mad. It is what it is. Just a cash grab. Didn't she try to change his will before he was even gone? I don't know. Almost like she knew that he was not going to be around for long. Wink, wink. Interesting. I didn't know. I don't know. See, and that's the thing we have to be careful with, because I think that Cheeks is right. Like, how do you blame? You can't, because just like Lexi said, they could have been toxic. I don't know. We don't know these people. We only know them by movies. Just because he was their favorite actor in a movie doesn't mean that we know them. So I agree with you on this one, Cheeks. They could have just been like, they didn't care, you know? I'm spiteful as AF. If he left me out of the will, then F. I'm glad he wasn't in my life. There you go. After my mother passed, my stepbrother took my stepfather to the attorney, and they changed the will that if we contested the world, we wouldn't get the 2000 they gave us, so we couldn't contest. Oh my god. That's crazy. You know, money makes people go crazy. But it's not the money. It's like he just didn't care. That's what I'm saying, right? I don't have a relationship with my parents, so I wouldn't fight it, cuz that's a good, sometimes you don't have a relationship with your parents. They've been together a long time though, right? Yeah. They were together for 30 years. If my dad was 95 years old and had Alzheimer's and I wanted some of the sweet movie money, I would have resolved my issues with him. Okay. It's common in the families for money to be a huge issue. People fight over it. Yes, they do. He wasn't there for the children. That's right. And doesn't want them to have any assets, but they are bad children for not visiting? It's a good question. My sister didn't speak to my dad much at the end and didn't even go to his funeral. Yet my dad still left her 50%, and she was his stepdaughter. Huh. It's interesting. It's a question I think that I have to ask, because I'm kind of curious what everybody thinks. They didn't even want to go to his house or stay when it happened, so they didn't care about him that much. I feel like they probably felt abandoned as children. The grandkids deserve better. Where else could it be trusted to even honestly go? They weren't close to their grandchildren. I mean, I've seen situations where um the grandkids, even if they're not close to the parents, their children, they'll leave money to the grandkids. Like, that does happen. I'm surprised it didn't happen here. Maybe they weren't close to those grandkids as well. The 30 years different age has to be a factor originally. He may have thought after he dies, his wife would take care of all the family when she passed. Right. The in PR, there's a law where half of the inheritance is divided among all the living children. This was done because many men having kids outside of the marriage and not getting anything when they pass. Ooh, that's interesting. When my father was sick, I had to make appointments to see him after flying all the way to Florida. That was my stepmother wishes, and he loved him so much. And that's what he did. Oh, it's just money. He may have told them not to come around. That's true. We don't know what the relationship was. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. But I had to ask you guys. And I'm glad that I did because I think that it cultivated just, different thoughts. It's interesting to see, like, a lot of us in the chat, everybody here comes from different walks of lives, right? And I will say that having a lot of this happen and talking about it kind of makes you want to examine, well, where's your relationship with certain people and what money does it play a role and all this other stuff. You said, oh, he wasn't there for them and he didn't visit them. See, yeah, money isn't everything, but kids will forever hold that emptiness you create. So leaving them some of the money won't replace it. I don't think money replaces anything, right? I mean, even the rich people will tell you it's nice. It's nice, right? Because it fills certain aspects in life. It makes things easier. But a lot of people that are wealthy aren't really happy. And I think it does speak volumes to the fact that he didn't leave anything in his will for them. So that says something that maybe they weren't that close. That's kind of how I feel. That's my thought on that. Anyways, if this story is true, then the children are speaking now. It's not a good look. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. There's a lot. Money buys nice things. I'm sure, and I've heard people say this. Money will buy all kinds of things. They'll fill in certain voids, but with that, you invite people that will perpetrate on you. You are a walking target, right? Mm-mm. So I think this is why I'll never win the lottery. This is why some of us will never win the lottery because we don't want those targets on us. Y'all are funny. Anyways, guys, I want to shout out everybody. Let me first of all, thank you guys for helping me meet the goal. Look at you guys are amazing. Thank you. And some. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Sylvia, Ada, Night Charm, Dee Dee, Mirrored. Oh my God, Mirror. I didn't even see yours. Mirrored says, here's a $2 late fee. I have a right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. KCG, thank you for the 5. Sue, thank you again for stopping by. Last Ronan, thank you. And Sylvia, thank you. You are amazing. Thank you guys for helping me out. I appreciate it. You know what? Thank you guys. Thank you. Hit the like button. Thank you. Hold up. You said, I think BJ was saying maybe he thought the money was cursed and didn't want to pass curse the money off to his kids. Worldwide collaborators. This is an interesting point. You never know. And shout out to our mods. Yes, we have the best mods in the world. And Kim, shout out to you. Thank you for stopping by. Just so you know, I was thinking about you. You've been missed. Okay. And everybody, thank you. That's right. More money, more problems. That's why I haven't won the lottery yet. I will one day, but not right now, apparently. Not right now. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Bye, guys.